Life today feels overwhelming. We have constant noise, endless distractions, and more stress than ever. But nearly 2,000 years ago, one man faced challenges far greater than ours: wars, plagues, betrayal, and the crushing weight of ruling the Roman Empire. That man was Marcus Aurelius, and through it all he left behind a book. Meditations not meant for the public, but as private notes to himself. In those pages he captured wisdom so timeless, so practical, that it can still guide us through the chaos of modern life today. We're going to uncover 7 life lessons from Marcus Aurelius that can completely transform how you live, think, and face adversity. The first lesson: control your mind, not the world. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is the foundation of Stoicism. You can't control the traffic, the economy, or what other people say about you, but you can control your thoughts, your choices, your attitude. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You can rage and ruin your day, or you can accept it and use the time productively. Same situation, different mindset. Your freedom lies in mastering your mind. The second lesson: don't suffer twice. Marcus believed that most of our pain comes not from events themselves, but from how we think about them. He echoes Seneca's words: "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about how often you've worried about something that never even happened. Anxiety is suffering before suffering. Marcus teaches us to meet challenges as they come, not to torture ourselves with what-ifs. When fear strikes, ask yourself, is this happening now or only in my imagination? That simple shift can free you from so much unnecessary pain. The third lesson: everything is temporary. Marcus constantly reminded himself, think of how many things have already happened. You will soon be dead and none of it will matter. Harsh words but liberating. The Stoics practice memento mori, remembering death not to be gloomy, but to appreciate life. Your anger, your stress, your fear, they will pass, so will your joys and successes. This perspective gives you balance. Don't cling too tightly and don't despair too deeply. Everything is temporary, and that's what makes every moment precious. The fourth lesson: live with virtue. For Marcus, the only true good was moral character. He wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." In a world obsessed with wealth, fame, and power, Marcus reminds us that integrity is what truly matters. You can lose your job, your possessions, even your health, but your character, how you treat others, how honest you are, how disciplined you live, that is always within your control. Virtue for Marcus wasn't abstract. It was practical honesty, courage, justice, and self-discipline in daily life. The fifth lesson: do your duty without complaint. Marcus carried the unimaginable burden of ruling Rome. Yet he wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being." We all struggle with procrastination, laziness, and excuses. Marcus teaches us to embrace duty. Whether it's your job, your family, or your commitments, show up fully. Complaining wastes energy. Duty performed with integrity gives life meaning. The sixth lesson: accept what you cannot change. Marcus constantly reminded himself that the universe follows its own order. He wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny." For what could more aptly fit your needs? Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means choosing not to waste energy resisting reality. Lost your job, you can't change that, but you can choose your next step. Someone betrays you, you can't control their actions, but you can control your response. Acceptance is freedom, because it directs your energy only where it matters. The seventh lesson: be grateful for life itself. Despite being emperor, Marcus didn't take life for granted. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude is one of the simplest, Most powerful Stoic practices. Every day, pause and remind yourself life itself is a gift. The morning sun, a cup of coffee, a conversation with a loved one. These small things are treasures. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. When you bring these 7 lessons together, control your mind, stop suffering twice. Remember, everything is temporary. Live with virtue, embrace duty. Accept what you cannot change. And practice gratitude, you gain something priceless. Peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations to impress anyone, he wrote them to survive, to stay strong, to stay true to himself. And that's why his words still speak to us today. So the next time fear strikes, remember, you control your mind. The next time worrying comes, remember, don't suffer twice. The next time life feels overwhelming, remember, everything is temporary. And in every moment, return to virtue, duty, acceptance, and gratitude. These are not just ancient lessons, they are timeless practices for a calmer, stronger, more meaningful life. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like, it helps more people discover these lessons. Subscribe for weekly Stoic wisdom, and tell me in the comments, which of these 7 life lessons from Marcus Aurelius do you need the most right now? I'd love to hear your story.